Impressive, Pierre. Is there anything you would like to add, Dipak?
Yes, something I should have mentioned earlier, forgot, but triggered by Pierre's remarks about biology, is that as the volumes of data grow, as we get more information, not in a single hospital, but pooled across hospitals, we can start to identify subtle differences among patients. Historically, we've treated patients who have a disease in a similar way. All patients with asthma are considered the same. As we get more data, we can start to see which patients respond well to which kinds of treatments, which ones suffer which complications, using the biological insights that Pierre described, so that what we can then do is start to sub-profile patients into finer and finer biological patterns. And this takes us towards something that is well known as precision medicine. We make our treatments more precisely targeted at patients so that we have more patients responding to the first treatment they're given, which is so exciting, don't you think?
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Dipak. I had the feeling that because of the topic is fascinating, Pierre wanted to add something. Pierre?
Well, I mean, the precision medicine paradigm that Dipak has described is driving a number of things that are of great interest and, of course, are central to big data, the subject of our discussion today. And this is to do with, as we go down that pathway of understanding how to stratify patients and what's the underlying biology around them and what drug we will use for a particular population based on that, it changes the way on how we look at clinical outcomes, how clinical trials will be designed, what regulatory pathways will be used, and ultimately, once post-market, we can follow the use of these drugs in the real world evidence, and that, of course, is enormous data sets that can then feed back into the R&D development process to innovate further. And so we have this virtuous cycle being created with changes all along that R&D pathway, which hopefully will be of increased benefit to the patients. And then the role of the patients becomes absolutely key, and their voice becomes absolutely key. And in terms of what they choose, I think that's why, certainly in IMI projects, we try and integrate the patient voice very early on in each project, so I think that will become more and more important as we go along.
Well, that's absolutely fascinating here, and when we look at the progress that has been done, we have been moving from a silo world where pharmaceutical or life science industry was considering its main stakeholder as a regulator to a fully holistic ecosystem where the patient is at the center and patient outcome improvement and health system efficiency, again, to improve the quality of life of the patient or the quality of treatment is becoming the norm in the life science. Would you agree with that, or?
I think we're seeing a real change, a really exciting change, I should say, that the pharmaceutical industry relationship with the regulator historically was the sovereign relationship, and it was about saying, is the drug safe, this new drug, is it safe, and does it actually cause the medical beneficial effect that the manufacturer hopes it does? We've moved to a world in which health systems have HTA agencies that answer a different question, which is, does this drug not only do what it says, but does it usefully contribute to what we've already got? Is it better than what we have today? Can a health system make use of it affordably? That's a different question. And I think what we're now starting to see, which is exciting, driven by big data, is pharma industry saying to itself, rather than just delivering a medicine, can we partner with healthcare organizations? So we move from regulator to HC agencies, to the healthcare providers, for example, hospitals, for example, regional health authorities, not just to give them the medicine, but help them to redesign the care pathways for patients, to leverage the best evidence so that patients get the best benefit, not only from the drug, but the whole portfolio of care services. So it's really about providing expertise much richer and more useful than just the medicine itself. I think that's really, it's a data-driven ecosystem change. You agree with that?
I
of course.
do.